So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Brazil clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, he's burst through. Can he put it away? DiMarco. It's out for a goal kick. Guardiola picks it up from the goal kick. Ronaldo has been caught there, it's a foul. DiMarco, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
DiMarco showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well read, nice interception. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, a player that's very much moulded in the role of the traditional Spanish number 5 is Rodri. He certainly has the sort of physique that would allow him to do the job. He has both the muscle and the brains to provide the creative and defensive support whenever necessary.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. He won't be happy with that one. Now then, the ball's come loose. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival. Vinicius Junior.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Haaland. Bellingham. Still goalless at the moment. Valverde. Looking tidy in possession here. Well read. And the danger is averted. Rafael Leao. Di Marco. Interesting ball. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Alvarez. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Wan-Bissaka makes the interception. Haaland might just make this. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
That's good play from him.
Van Dijk tries to clear. Bellingham. Oh, he's found support out wide. Throw in. Bellingham. Now it's Rafael Leao. Van Dijk is there to clear. Bellingham really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Ball is over the line. Now it's Tchouaméni. Got a shot away! Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Valverde. And that's a superb pass! Valverde!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Alvarez. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hernandez. Vinicius Junior. Alvarez. Real chance! Now that is commitment to the cause. Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Alvarez with the short one. He's had a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Haaland stood his ground strongly. Decent hit! It's anyone's ball now. And he's gone backward here. Valverde. Valverde! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. Here we go again. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Alvarez. That is a great pick out. Oh, good ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Alvarez. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a goal kick. Vardio. And he was alert to it. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now that looks a decent ball. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Well, there's the clearance. Taken back almost at once. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Cristiano Ronaldo under intense pressure.
Yeah, they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Vardio. He's got the shot away! Goal! And finally he has breathed life into the game!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this. Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
No way through. Mohamed Salah. Now it's Mohamed. Can he finish? They've got to be quick to recover this. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Aims beyond the defence. Alvarez. Oh, it's a great chance! It's a loose ball. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Hernandez did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's intervened well there. That's been cut out, well played. That has been slung wide. Osimhen! Osimhen! That's going to go a long way. Now, who's going to be first to this?
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And he's got the beating of his man. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. No messing about, just bludgeoned them. He'll try from distance. That is good alertness. Valverde. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Deftly away. Wan-Bissaka. Oh, nicely intercepted. And he's taking no chances there. And that's a good ball.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Alvarez. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Mohamed Salah. Haaland, and the shot! Caught offside that time. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Cristiano Ronaldo taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. The action has already started. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Salah. It's a good run down the right. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao going face-to-face with his great rival. Can he finish? So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Rafael Leao, Peter, is one player who could be unstoppable if he's in the mood. Easily one of the fastest players I've ever seen. He's capable of taking on multiple defenders, and he can cause imbalances for any defence. And that's their problem, because so many want to try and get to him to stop him getting into his stride. It just leaves space for others.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Bellingham goes steaming forward. Osimhen. That's an excellent interception. Caught offside that time. Nicely spread. No, that's been intercepted. DiMarco. Bellingham. Passes short and sharp. Oh, that's a fine interception. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now he's off and running. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Well, played right into his path. Rodri. Bellingham. Oh, nicely intercepted. Van Dijk. And here's Haaland. And here's Vinicius Junior. Haaland. Chance! Goal! Brazil! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Now here's the delivery. And he's heaved it away. Out for a throw.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
That is good alertness. Bellingham. Rafael Leao. And he gets rid in a hurry. And here's Osimhen. Camavinga.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Salah. 15 minutes till half-time. Keeper's ball. And he's straight offside. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Brazil clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
It's a promising run he's making on the right. Salah. Brazil look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Now it's De Bruyne. Great position here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Hakimi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's Salah.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
De Bruyne looks to get on the end of this. Haaland. And that has been cleared. And he's played it back.
they're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Camavinga. It's a good spell of possession, this. Big chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Bellingham gets good distance on it. And we hit half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Bellingham. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Right, looks a good ball through. Now it's Haaland, and he's managed to get free. And he thumps it clear. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. DiMarco, and the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Tchouaméni. No way through there. Now by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Haaland looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down there.
DiMarco. Another pass, just Haaland! It's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten. Oh, that was a cracking little exchange to set up the finish, and a lovely understanding between both players. I mean, that's clearly tailored on the training ground and delivered beautifully on match day.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams.
Header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rodri. And he's there to retrieve it. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Hernandez attempts a clearance. Haaland fiddles it through. Great ball, and he's in here. That's going to go a long way. He's cut it out. Rafael Leao. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And he's on his way!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Rafael Leao is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Stood up well to him there.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That has been cut short. Quality ball. Oh, can he get onto this? Bellingham. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And there's green grass ahead of him. It's a goal kick.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Camisa 17, camisa 20, camisa 22, camisa 23, camisa 6. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 7, camisa 19, camisa 21.
Forwardson with intent. He's onside. Real chance here.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Brazil go in search of a late winner. Di Marco, now it's Sorloth, out to the right, Rafael Leao. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the finish! Yes, he's done it! Late in the day, this could well be it! Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet. Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
That is a great ball. He's got the shot away! And yes, it's there! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which...
So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra-time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time.
Senhoras e senhores, é proibido estacionar na área ao redor do estádio. Usem o estacionamento mantido pelo clube ou outros estabelecimentos pagos da região. Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 2. Vai ser substituído pelo jogador.
90 minutes gone and nothing between them still.
Substituição em andamento.
Valverde. De Ligt deals with that comfortably. Now it's Osimhen.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Hernandez kept his eye on it, and he's there. Pedri. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Di Marco. It's a mighty effort! That's another chance! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Sorloth has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Terrific header! No, not the best of headers. Valverde. Tchouaméni, passing is crisp and sharp. And he's in on goal! Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Çalhanoğlu, chance here to counter. To Musiala.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
That's good play. De Jong. Keeper's dealt with that. Can he spark a counter here? Valverde. We've reached the midway point in extra time. Yeah, 90 minutes long gone, 15 of an extra 30 have also gone, and the search for a winner is still on. Truly, this is a punishing game on bodies and heads and minds. The outstanding question, the only question, is there still room for one last bit of drama? And so the last chance to find a winner. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. And he cuts out the supply. Tchouaméni. Sorloth. There's the hit! And that has been clubbed away. And somehow he managed to miss it. Cleared without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Musiala is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Di Marco. And that's aimed into the middle. Courtois has that under control. Tchouaméni. And he was quick to react.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Çalhanoğlu. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
And it's hoisted clear. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Oh, smashing header! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Osimhen! It's a loose ball. Terrific effort, but that's it. The end of 2 hours action.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
Okay, get set. We have penalties. So the ball is placed on the spot. Pulisic is first to take the long walk. And he has done his bit.
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
Sorloth is engaging in a bit of mind games before stepping up. 1-1.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
So, the second man in line. Big character, big moment, big save. Çalhanoğlu is the second man to step up for his team. No, he's hit it right at the goalkeeper.
Well, that's about as tame as they come, Peter. Couldn't have been any easier for the keeper.
The third man in the queue. Oh, it's a really good save.
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
Osimhen is third in line. Oh, what a save!
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
He steps up to take the fourth penalty.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
Dimarco is the fourth man to step forward for them. Good penalty, just steered it the other way.
Good penalty, completely wrong-footed the keeper.
Hernandez comes forward for the fifth of 5. Keeper's gone the wrong way.
Yeah, it's a guessing game for the keeper, and he guessed wrong.
Lest you need reminding, miss this, and it is over. Yes, that's how you do it. 3 each. Some can barely watch here. Every kick potentially pivotal. Right in the bottom corner. Some nerve.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
So can he do it? Can he keep them alive? No! Saved it! And their fate is sealed! So it all ends in heartbreak. All the effort... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. Dimarco. A good play on the left-hand side here. Oh, such a clever touch. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. They played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Valverde, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He could be in here.
Haaland really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. That's a decent clearance. And smartly reclaimed. And he can clear it away.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Dimarco clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Well, the defence have two choices: deal with the man or deal with the space.
Hakimi is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Mosquera spots it and intercepts. Shifting it to the flank. Dimarco goes on a charge down the left. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Rafael Leao gets into some space, and that should get the job done.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Alvarez. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Mohamed Salah. And it's mainly because of his frightening pace. He's a huge threat when he's running at defenders, but he's also proved in recent times that he's a top-class finisher. Opposition defences are going to have to be wary about playing a high line because there's nothing this guy relishes more than space to run into, and once he gets there, he's gone.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Brazil clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. And it's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And he's cleared it back out. Hakimi proves just a little bit too strong. Real chance! He scored! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
So the first moment of real significance.
It's so often the case with goal scorers.
Could be danger here. Tchouaméni.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Valverde could move up a gear here. Oh, good-looking ball. And here's Alvarez. Hits one!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Now this could be it. Solid! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Well, that pass isn't the best.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Solot. DiMarco. He's through here. Now it's Haaland. He's on Haaland! And it's in! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. And the first 45 minutes are up. So your views on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A two-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. No, that's been intercepted. Valverde, and it's Salah. Rodri. And that's been won straight back. Osimhen. Now then, the ball's come loose. Mohamed Salah. Tchouaméni.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And he's in on goal. Can he finish? And it's there! And surely that settles it.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
A case now of complete control. He's in here! He's had a hit! It's in! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Sorloth demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Brazil give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Valverde. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, there's the clearance. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Bellingham.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
72.306
Foot in.
espectadores.
Valverde. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Can he get onto this?
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Cleared without hesitation. Vinicius Junior. Hakimi. Rafael Leao. Oh, smashing header! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Vinicius Junior.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Salah. He steps in, and that's the end of that. He's looking wide. So what can they make of this? Di Marco. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
And we have our very first corner.
Camisa 20, camisa 17, camisa
Guardiola
18,
getting this one clear.
camisa 7, deixando o
Now
campo.
the chance! Goal! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, look, he moves and manufactures in unique fashion. This guy is sheer class.
Well, it's inspired some. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Now it's Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao going face-to-face with his great rival. Drilled in low. Well read, nice interception. Can he stop it going out?
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Real chance! Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? And he can clear it away. Quick look, then plays it in. Van Dijk getting this one clear. Now it's Mohamed Salah, and they can counter here. Rodri kept his eye on it, and he's there. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I think Theo Hernandez is one of the most exciting fullbacks in the game. Rarely have I seen a player display all the qualities needed in a complete fullback at such a tender age, and at a time where the role of the fullback is even more crucial. He really is a diamond.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Haaland. No way through. He's had a shot! Alvarez, still goalless at the moment, and is making progress on the ball. Salah. Big chance! Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Oh, can he get onto this? DiMarco. Bellingham.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Haaland. Guardiola gets it away. Now it's Rafael Leao. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And the shot! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
And he's had it nicked away. And here's Osimhen. Strokes it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Osimhen is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, played right into his path. He's picked his way through. And that has been clubbed away. Well, they've got it again. Vardiol. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And here's Mohamed Salah. Valverde. Not the most convincing of passes. Rafael Leao. Alvarez. Valverde, who's set up one goal so far. Di Marco.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And the whistle goes for half-time. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each. So your views on the first half?
It's been a really good watch, but I think the managers will be looking for that extra bit of organisation and focus now, just to try and get a little control on this game.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And we are already promptly back underway. Now it's Mohamed Salah. He's shifting through the gears here. Can he finish? It's in!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class. The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Brazil get themselves into the lead. Haaland! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Belling gets it away. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rafael Leao. He is through here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And the pass is intercepted. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune, pretty sharpish. Di Marco. Mosquera is there, and he can get that clear. Mohamed Salah. Now it's Haaland. Now this could be a chance. There's the hit! Sticks it away! Two to the good! They have breathing space!
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
Brazil take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Valverde. Now that's well seen too. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Valverde. Alvarez. Now it's Valverde. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
That's been cut out, well played. Valverde. Passing nice and neat. That looks a cracking ball. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Brazil clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
That's a fine interception.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Camisa 18.
Hakimi does have his name on the score sheet, of course. DiMarco really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
That's been intercepted. Osimhen being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Now it's Pulisic. He's found a way through. Oh, good taking him. He's had a hit! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, and all
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Hakimi. And reclaimed it in a trice. Shifted it to the flank. He gets big! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I think Theo Hernandez is one of the most exciting fullbacks in the game. Rarely have I seen a player display all the qualities needed in a complete fullback at such a tender age, and at a time where the role of the fullback is even more crucial. He really is a diamond.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's a shade optimistic.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Cleared away. Corner number 2 then. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Quarter of an hour played. Van Dijk gathers from the goal kick. Di Marco. Valverde. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Surlot. That is good alertness. And he's intervened well there. Nicely spread. Ah, looks a smashing ball. Tries a shot! It's anyone's ball now. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. So, third corner of the game. And he's taking no chances there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Osimhen. Solid! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Tchouaméni gets rid without sophistication. And here's Mbappe. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that's put paid to a promising move. Mohamed Salah. Di Marco. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Salah.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Header! Good delivery, but no joy.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Vardiol. Now DiMarco. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Hernandez eases him off the ball. And they've got rid. And back to the keeper they go. Hakimi gets across to intercept that. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Mbappe, Bellingham, Rodri, Mosquera.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Back into the middle. And he's only too happy to take that back. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Rodri. Now it's Sorloth. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Valverde. And through to the goalkeeper. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal. But it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. So off we go once more. So neither side has yet broken through. Vinicius Junior, and he's in on goal. Could move up a gear here. Van Dijk cuts out the pass.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bellingham.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Threads one in. Sorloth. Now there's a fine ball. Alvarez clears it away. Haaland. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Valverde. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Rodri gets his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go? Alvarez. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Vinicius Junior. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Alvarez. And here's Haaland. Opts to play it back. Hakimi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Gives it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
DiMarco is in a really good position out wide. Tchouaméni is there and he can get that clear. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Always onto this.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Tchouaméni, well into the second half, and still there's nothing between. Hits one! He scores! And late in the day, a telling moment.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
Substitution on the field, number 32,
So, time for changes
Number
on
16,
both sides, actually.
Rodri.
Change being made here,
Number 17,
presumably to tighten their defence.
Look, only time will tell now if this is the right decision.
Oh, shooting
Joining on the
chance!
field, number 21, Luis Diaz, number 8,
So, their
Frenkie de
fourth
Jong,
quarter of the game.
number 22, Musiala.
Well, that's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Lobbed in behind, floated through. Vinicius Junior has it out wide and in space. Bellingham. Can he get away here? Pulisic.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Oh, nicely intercepted. Osimhen. Can he get it through? Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense, and he's quick to get it clear again. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
All they need is...
Shot a goal! And again! And yes, it's there! Do not write them off! Back they come! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, without doubt, that's given the coach food for thought. Does he settle for extra time or try to go for a winner before then? Decision time.
Solot. Tchouaméni. It's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. Wan-Bissaka. Now Pulisic. That is a great pick out.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Solid! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Substitutions taking place.
So here comes a substitution. Brazil take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Well, they've got it again. And we're done. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area, but the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.